Good day everybody and welcome to episode 10 of the Seablock series. So today is going to be another fantastic day on my little self-created island, and today's topics will be the rearrangement of this algae farm complex into a nice handy output sequence. I'm going to do a little bit more work on the ore. We're gonna turn on ore sorting facilities today because this is a wonderful way to increase your ore yield, and I don't think there will be much more time after this. So much for the contents for this episode. I would really appreciate some thumbs up or subscription to my channel if you want to support me and my work a little bit more. If none of those, just keep watching the video. That's the most important part. Okay, for today we're gonna just start with a few belts because I have none at all in my pockets left. And in between the last episode, I went to expand my land here a little bit. So this is enough room to bring up 18 of those guys again. So we have everything we need, but going to be shutting down a part of my array to accommodate the rebuilding process. But this is going to be as short as possible, and I have a certain plan in mind already. And in between the episodes, I was researching a few things. Right now, I started to do lithia salt out of the brown balls here because I just have so many brown algae, and I need to do something with them. They're just building up, and yeah, that's one thing. There we go. And let's start doing the logistic already. So my plan is to just bring up as much as possible from this build. Why? There is no water, you fool. Okay, somewhere here has to be. There was a tiny spot left open, so I'm doing right now a pre-build of everything, and I'm going to drop down some very real pipes in between, and going to prepare everything in a manner that I just need to connect the. I just need to set up the algae farms, and everything will be fine. So next up is the connection here. I thought it would be a funny idea if I just funneled my production through here, and I'll just connect to my old array here. So I'm going to have a minimal expense here to do things as I did them before. I'll just funnel the green algae in right here, and then everything will be fine. So to do that, we just need to complete the logistics network right away before we turn everything on, and then we're good. Okay. Yeah, there's absolutely no need to do it like that. I just noticed that this is just unnecessarily difficult. I'll just connect it towards this direction and cut it from there, and then we're good. Okay. Yeah, that's everything's right. Just the last check here. I'll put this into an underground belt here. No, that's the wrong column. I don't need to do it there. Just figuring out how to give these guys water. So since I'm having so many copper plates, I'm just using copper pipes from here on. I just use what I have for now. Later on, when copper gets more important, I'm gonna cry bitter tears because I wasted all the copper in for pipes, but that's another day's story. Okay, I'm going to drop down an underground belt over here, and we're going to build a few underground belts for later, and now I can just connect it like that. There we go. So this side of the LJ farms now has water, and I'm gonna repeat the same thing on this side. I didn't produce enough plumbing, so I'm gonna just add a few more of those into the production. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just need a few more inserters. Oh, I don't have any inserters. I mean, I will get inserters from dismantling the old array, but I don't want to. Wait. I want to put this array back online as quick as possible. So there we go. But luckily I've made a few basic circuit boards in between, so I'm not taking forever here. Let's pick up a few things. I also built up a little semi-automated processing array here for science packs. You put in copper and iron, and the machine does the rest. If you have copper and iron to put in, that is. I don't, most of the time. Good. So we're having a few units of iron, and I have the inserters I need. All the inserters I need. Wonderful. Okay. Almost there. We're going to... I'm gonna go side to side. It's easier that way. Okay. So the only thing I'll need now is a splitter somewhere in between to filter out the brown LJ. But apart from that, we're good. Okay. I'll possibly tune something like this in between. Oops, that was wrong. So let's do something like that. Here we go. That is already a pipe to ground. Yeah, okay. So now I have a little bit of room to work with. Let's expand this land a little bit, and I mean I have to get rid of brown LJ again. Okay, now we're ready. All I need now are the LJ farms and power poles. Ha. Wrong again, my friends. Wrong again. So, oh no, give me a break. I'll pick up a few wood pellets. This is an abomination. I mean, there's a good reason why I store wood pellets here. Like, these are the reasons why. You see, it's a lot less work to do. Good. I'm going to pretend like there are already LJ farms everywhere. As soon as I have stronger power poles, I can do this a little bit less wasteful with the power poles, but until then we have to endure. Okay, everything is set up. I just didn't connect the power poles yet. One is enough. Okay, let's destroy our array for a moment. So there's LJ without end in these thingies. Like, look at that build up. 800. I'm already carrying 1k green balls with me. It's not going to be less here. So I just drop these things off out of my inventory in between, because I won't be able to collect all the farms if I don't. So there we go. In between the episodes, I also upgraded my pickup speed, so it's not taking that long anymore. Okay. Now I have all the LJ farms a man could wish, and now we're putting them up. Okay. There we go. So there's going to be finally some order in my arrays. Like, the start of this run was just so chaotic, but I mean, I don't mind. It's in the nature of this mod pack. Because you have so many things at once to do. Like, there's still so much to do. I don't have an array for circuit boards yet, you know. That's something. Okay, we're outputting green LJ on this side. Okay. Everything working? Shouldn't you guys be dropping LJ balls by now? Okay. They will in a moment. Okay. So I just expand this corner here. So we're going to have a few friendly inserters to pick up the stuff. There we go. Let's give them power. And that's that. Now to this, and we're done. The only thing left is to dismantle the old array. And then I am able to proceed, and I have a lot of free room now over here. It's going to be something I'm really looking forward to. So let's get rid of the all the unnecessary belts. And usually I'm not that happy to claim old parts. With this mod, every inserter feels like a little treasure here. Okay. There we go. Finally, my energy production is in a nice, tidy way. I gotta be I'm not dismantling the water pipes right now because I need to check what I destroy before I destroy, if this is still needed or not, you know. Is it art, or can we toss it away? Okay. There we go. So I now have 2.5K green LJ up here. So everything below the electrolyzers can go. Seriously, all of this from here on is just completely unnecessary and serving no purpose at all. Okay, so I'm gonna get a lot of plumbing units back, which is good because I'll need a lot more in between. Okay. Now everything should work out fine, and I'm sitting on a... What is going on here? So what happened to our power arrays? They got disconnected at this point, I see. So, where's the... Just need to put it like this, right? Okay, now everything is back to normal. So there's a jungle of electric masts here that nobody needs. Another thing I need to get rid of. But everything at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. So with all this electric power available, I'm wondering what to do next. I was thinking about setting up a new electrolyzer array to at least produce a little bit more sand. So the next two steps would then be to set up a new washing plant here and 10 more electrolyzers. But this is a big one, so we're gonna get to that later. For today, I had something else in mind, secondary. So now I'm sitting on a situation which I can expand indefinitely. The only thing I really want to be thinking about is if I relocate the wood pellet production a little bit. Like right now, it's living right next to the power array, but I did some thinking and I realized it is not really necessary that these guys are sitting right there. I could be producing my wood pellets like something over here, maybe. I haven't decided that yet. Okay, now back to some more fascinating things. I need an ore sorting facility. I would need stone bricks to do so. I don't have stone bricks, but I can change that. So we're going to produce a few units of stone, and then I'm gonna put them into the oven, and the bricks will come. But I already have one ore sorting facility set up here, so I'll need two of them, because you can sort crushed saphirite ore and you can sort crushed sturritite ore. The thing is, while we do this, we're getting back 1 unit of slag, and slag is something we are producing here. So overall, the ore sorting facility will not only give us pure iron and copper ore to work with, we're also getting some more back from this process, because this process here at the ore crusher gives us crushed stones, and then we're taking the crushed ore and set it back into the sorting facility and get even some slag back out of that. So the recycling here is certainly very important, because backlooping those byproducts is increasing your production yield by a lot, and that's what we're gonna do. Apart from that, smeltering plates from these ores is where are we at? So we're taking 4 iron ores for 3 iron plates, and here we're taking 3 saphirites for 2 iron plates. I haven't calculated it yet, but it should be a little bit better. Oh, I don't know yet. I didn't have the time to run this through a calculator, but considering the fact that I'm taking more work on me, it should be better than the old version. I mean, what sense would it make it if it wouldn't be better at all? Okay, next up, picking up some more stones. Whoopsie, I ran right past that thing. So I'm gonna smelter some more of those stones, and let's get back to that. I need a few more bricks. There we go. So we're building up 2 of those, which will mean the output of the ore crushers will be now used differently, and we're not gonna be smeltering ore plates out of these ores anymore. So this will also result in a little breakdown of this facility, but honestly, this facility was makeshift at best. I mean, I just put things together in a way that they worked somehow. We're gonna change it that it's also working, but not only somehow, but instead quite good. Okay. So there doesn't change too much to start with. We're still outputting ores out of the liquefier here. I'm gonna put it like this, and I don't think it'll take a long time until they're done. So the first thing I'm gonna do is set up a splitter to filter between saphirite and sturritite. So we're not having the crushed stuff, we're having the pure stuff. So there we go. That's one way, and that's the other way. So they should stop mixing now. Okay. Next step is the ore crushers. I'll just drop down one on each side, and they're going to input the ores for us. And let's give them power. And I just noticed how full my inventory is. Friends, give me a moment. I'll just... of course, we need to configure them, so we're crushing stirritite ore on this side, and we're crushing sapphirite ore on this side. So, let's feed them. Yeah, I'm just carrying around too many side objects. Okay, next step is the output of these baddies here. I'm going to let them output like that. So there's going to be another little problem here because we're having a crushed stone output. So I'll just do it like before. I'll have another line where we just funnel the crushed stone into, and that's that. So let's there we go. Oops, wrong side. Okay. So we're just bringing the crushed stone on one side. There we go. So this part of the array won't be changed at all. What we're changing is where the output ores will be let into, and what we're doing with them. So just gonna expand my territory here a little bit to accommodate the ore machines there. I think it is a nice spot to do this. So, ore sorting facility. I'm going to drop down the first, like, over here, where it's having some room to work. And I'm going to get the ores right there. Filter, get them in. This is the crushed sapphirite ore. And we need power, of course. So there we are. And that guy will put out his products on this side. So one nasty thing here is we're having again a output line with 3 different products. Like this is quite painful but doable. So bear with me. We're gonna get there. So next step is just to be setting up the other sorting facility, of course. Oh, should pick up the one here. There we go. Right. Why do I do it like this? I don't know. Could have been done better, huh? So we're just going for a little sneaky snacky over here. So if I would do this in a larger scale, I would possibly look for a more optimized way to do this, because right now I'm just building on instinct again, but that's okay. Like, since I'm not even stressing out the maximum capacity of these guys, like in the least little amount, it's not even worth mentioning. So there we go. This is the stirritite one, right? Right, sapphirite stirritite, okay. There we go. And this is going to be the same as over there. Outputting on this belt. And now I will already do the first thing. I'll just lead these 2 belts together happily. They'll meet each other happily here. And we're going to splitter that. And already doing the first split off will be here. And we're going to split off slag. So, there go. The slag will run down here, so we don't have to bother with this stuff anymore. I'll need to redirect the slag line into the other array though, so I'll possibly just do a simple thing like this. So there. Now the slag will be just funneled back into the array there. Okay. For the smelters, we're going to do something else here. So I'm going to do this, and output priority on one side for iron ore. I'm going to go for the search function. I definitely have too many items here, so one side goes the iron ore, other side goes the copper ore. There we go. Let's filter out the wrongs. So I'm going to split them up a little bit so that I can use splitters to merge them into a nice packed belt here. There we go. Copper. And I'll need some more land here. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright. I'll just expand a little bit into this direction because I just noticed that I'm invading the territory of my electrolyzers there, and I don't want that. Okay. So we're gonna lead the copper over here and the iron over here. Same goes for the splitting, or making sure that these guys are having all the stuff they need. And at the end of the rainbow, there are 2 furnaces living. So we're going to put them down like this. And there we go. Just some chests and some fuel for those buggers, and then I am set for a semi-automated smeltering array. I don't have an automated fuel input here, but I certainly do have a permanent ore input here, so that's that. Here we go. Enjoy, my friends. This is our wonderful little ore crushing array. So, ore crushing and sorting array. And due to the fact that I'm inputting more slag than ever before, you can notice that the crushed stones, they never crossed this point too often before. I mean, you guys don't know that, but I spent hours and hours of watching this array work, so I can possibly trust my my assessment there. So this guy is not getting the wow, okay, I didn't expect that to happen, but sure thing, buddy. You can have another inserter. I don't mind. Here you go, friend. If you have too much work and you can't keep up with it, I'm quite happy. Okay, so let's see if I have enough ore production now to facilitate 2 smelters. I can't actually believe I do, but who knows, maybe I'm lucky. Alrighty, so this is that, and for the next few things I'll just need to wait for more land expansions to be created, because at the end of all, I'm always limited with the amount of land I have. So looking at the stuff which is happening here, I really think I will move my assembling array for the wood pellets to this area or something like that. I haven't decided fully yet, but the only thing I definitely know is we're not gonna stay here. This is just, I don't know. I don't like it too much. Oh, and another thing I researched in the episodes between, we're now able to build friggin' warehouses. Storage size 768. This is an amount of, let's check it out. I can't properly do it in my head. So you can store 150k of some product in there. 150 friggin' K, my friends. That's so much. Alright. So next steps up on the plate are building some more electrolyzers, building some more washing plants, and just keep expanding the whole machinery here. I mean, we're right now sitting in a very, very comfy spot. I upgraded my power production in a way that I can safely keep producing things, and I really have the feeling like I can sustain another furnace, which doesn't sound correct to me, but why should I care? If it works, it works. So I'm going to output into a second chest here. Why not? Okay. So let's give that poor guy electricity too. So let's see how long it'll take until the iron input here is drained. I mean, if the iron input will not be drained, then well, somehow this array works better than I thought. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be that way, but we're going to check it out. Anyways, friends, this is going to be the end of this episode because I will do the usual land unit grind in the episodes between, because right now there's really not much to see here, but it is an advancement here overall. The land units get spawned a lot quicker than before since I've turned on the other half of the washing plant, and I'll build up another one in between, because right now land expansions are pretty much the most important thing that I'm lacking, so you can expect to see more land during the next episode. Alright, so that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you come by for episode 11. I don't know what's going to be the topic of that, because I have now a few projects on my agenda here I can or maybe do, or can do, or will do off camera. Haven't decided yet. Anyways, see you guys next time. Goodbye.